Generic greetings and welcome to a la carte. Today's beverage is a very filling blueberry cheesecake riot protein drink shake type thing, half beverage, half physical nutrients. So welcome to the demo of a la carte. This is essentially a roguelike deck builder with the theme of you've got a food truck and you have to prepare meals and different recipes, get all the combinations right, etc. Now, I originally wasn't really drawn to the game necessarily for the genre. I do like roguelikes and card games, hit and miss, it really depends. But truth be told, I just like the idea of running a food truck and such. I think it's probably because I've recently watched the film Chef for the 57,000th time, so I'm probably just in the mood for this sort of thing. Either way, I'm going to go to play and show you a little bit of the demo. There's 3 stages in the demo, and I've only played the first 2. We won't get to the end, but we're certainly going to do a run with the first one. So we're going to select the burger food truck here. It shows you the menu, which is actually recipes. You've got cheddar, sesame bun, tomato, and 2 beef. And then you've also got a recipe, which is the burger, which was where you combine the ingredients. And then you've got a technique, which is sear. And obviously you'll be picking different ingredients and recipes and techniques as you play. There's also a permanent bonus for this truck, which is, I believe it's the protein powder, which is each meal gives your meat ingredients cards +1, call it sustenance or value. Either way, we're going to go, and I'll show you, as I said, what the game has to offer. So top right here shows you our generic units of currency. Obviously we've not done anything, so that's 0. We then have our redraws or restocks. You start with 7, and I don't know if you can get more as you keep playing, but they are a very valuable commodity, so we'll keep hold of that one. There is the protein powder that I mentioned. So each meal gives your meat cards +1 value. And speaking of value, a customer has turned up. So the customer, by the way, you don't have a time limit, so you can spend as long as you want thinking about this. And I think that's probably what you want to do, because there's a lot of combinations to think about. Sometimes it's just a brute force approach, which is probably what we'll do in this instance. But yeah, let's see. So they're wanting basically a total value of 5, and each recipe normally has it does have a value. The value could be 0, but there is a value associated with it. So this unenriched beef has a value of 4, and it also costs 2. Now you've got 4 resources. You've got cheese, bread, vegetables, and red meat for the tags. Just meat, I think. And it shows you there. And when you draw the cards, the amount you draw is what value will be placed in the very bottom. So we've drawn 1 of these sort of dairy cards, so that's 1 there. 2 in the bread, 0 because there's no greenery here, and then 2 for the meat. So I can't play 2 beef cards because that would take us to 4, so we wouldn't be able to do that. Obviously we can restock and look out, and that's actually wouldn't work because that's the only thing left in the deck, a tomato. It's pretty simple on this one though, to be honest. We can just say there's the beef, and then we sear it because that gives us an extra +2, and then we've beaten the value what they require, so there you go. I could then place, if I wanted to, a sesame bun, and then basically place the burger recipe, and that combines the 2 and takes us up to 8. So there you go, and order up, we'll ding the bell, and there you go. So the reason I did that is because you gain an additional generic units of currency for doing recipes. So if I just give them a steak, it would be 5, but this one, it's going to give us a total of 8, so we're going to get that. Shows you at the top here the sort of order of operations. So the next thing, well, we're currently here, which is unknown. You then got order up, unknown, couple of orders, and then it goes from there. So we can either take one, which is a baguette, some brown rice, and cherry, and when you mouse over them, it shows you what their sort of traits are and their tags. So for example, the brown rice has a prepped trait, which is create 2 brown rice into the deck. That's basically when you play it, you gain the prepped bonus. Or we can enrich cards, which is what I'm going to do, because as a rule, I do tend to play quite a lean deck, so I want to improve the cards that I've got rather than just bundle loads of other ones in there. So if we enrich the beef, it then gains a prep effect of move 1 recipe from the hand into deck. Okay, what if I was to do the same thing with the buns? The buns is you get +1 meat. Oh, okay, that's actually really good. I'm going to pick that one up there because I tend to find that yeah, oh no, that was at the end of that one, not the question mark. Anyway, secret ingredient, improve a recipe. It says choose a card, burger, the traits of that one. So I can give the burger recipe a trait of bread. Yeah, I don't think I want to do any of that. Skip. Let's go to the next one and see what happens here. So 2 customers this time. The first person cannot get enough of vegetables, but they do not like meat, so they're on 4. And luckily we do have an unenriched tomato here, so I can just play that and that'll be done. Order up, there we go. So very simple, that one. And this next person really likes bread, cannot get enough of the bread. I think we can do pretty well here. I'm going to go with beef and then sear it, and then that gives a bonus, and then we'll put the bun on that one, and then I will combine that one, which actually went down a little bit, but I'm going to get more money for doing all of that. And as I said, these are not things that like we have to worry about for the next run, so there we go. And I'm going to enrich the bun again, so the other bun, and sauce it up, change your trigger. So it says bun drawn. Oh, so when it's drawn, I gain that rather than when it's played. That's even better. So, yes, good. We'll go to the next one. 16 generic units of currency, still full on all of the redraws here. And this person they really, really like, the cheddar. Okay. This could be a little bit problematic, per se. I mean, they only really need... I mean, I could go... Oh yeah, actually, this is actually not too bad. Put that one in there. And then I'll say the sesame bun that's when we draw, because that will equal the value required. Ding. And then we're going to go beef, sear it, bun, and then combine it. Ding. And then there you go. There's more profits. It's strange that you only get 5, even though those 2 customers that we've served. It is curious. Once again, we can do some enrichment, or we can pick up beef, or there's chicken there. It's prepped. Move 1 technique from deck into hand. That's pretty good. Or do I want to, say, get... Oh, if you get the cheddar enriched, you get +3 generic units of currency. What about if I get tomato? Draw 1. Okay, that's pretty good. What about the beef? I think it was... move a recipe from hand. You know what? I think I'm going to go with actually the tomato, just to get more cards drawn through. And we'll pick that up and get cooking next time here. And this person really likes vegetables, do not like blue though. They're only wanting 9. I think we can probably get that done. So that, sear, and then the bun, and then burger, and then I guess you can have a bit of a side of extra bread to add to that one, and there you go. So there's our profits. We have cheddar, sesame bun, and truffle. Truffle is when opened -3 generic units of currency. I'm once again going to go with this sort of enrichment process here, and double order, clone a card. Okay, I might go for clone the sear, because that's just generally useful if we're working on the sort of meats, so we'll do that one. And let's see what the next one is. They're wanting 10, which is, again, it's going to be a very simple process, this. It's beef, it's I'll move 1 recipe from hand to deck. So, yeah, okay. Excuse me. Sear it. And then we'll do that. And then we'll go bit of cheese, bit of buns, and then burger, and there we are. So that's all that done, and pick that up. We can once again improve a card. I'm going to improve our card there, and cross-contamination, inherit traits. So if I was to say beef and sesame bun, gains as a bready beef. That sounds like the worst band name ever, so I don't fancy doing any of that. And now we can change something into a different colour. So again, I don't particularly want to do that. I'll skip that one. Maybe it's bad that I'm skipping all of these, but yeah, we'll see. We've got then 14, and they really like bread. Okay, well that's fine, because we're going to go once again. We've seen this before. Oh, we can't place beef. I can, however, place a tomato, which draws... we've looked out. We've drawn this, which is when we draw it, we gain 1 meat, which means now I can place the beef. I can then not bring any recipes because we've only got 1, but I can sear this. And can I do it again? Double sear. Right, that is so dry. Going to prep this one. And that's actually already done, but I'm still going to burger it and then do that one, and then, yeah, there we go. So 16 value. It's a shame that it doesn't reward you for higher values, but then again, you would just end up brute forcing the thing, wouldn't you? And if we enrich the butter, we gain money, so do we want to do that, or do we want to pick up eggs or lettuce or something? So eggs, it says prepped, create an eggshell with -3 into the deck. Okay, that's when you prep it, but it's valued at 1 and it's got 4 nutrition. It's really good. Lettuce. Prepped 1, create 1 clone of this card in hand, veggie leafy and wrap. You know what? I think I'm just going to do the cheddar because then I can honestly say that we have got a full upgraded deck. So what have we got here? We have options to buy stuff, and I think I'm going to spend some of the generic units of currency. Standard procedure, if you're not too sure what to get, look at the most expensive. So that's multi-grain bread. Move the topmost bread in deck to the top of the deck and then draw 1. So yeah, you draw bread. Ricotta. Create 1 whey with 0 value and 2 value in hand. That's good. That's really good, but it's 2. And I don't really have much. There's tuna, so give 1 fish to 1 other ingredient or scrap in window. Okay. Eggs, sour cream, prep, draw 2 dishes in the window. Truffles, we've seen that before. Lime, move 1 technique from trash into hand. Mix, combine all of your values, the 4 values, into the values of 1 ingredient in the window. Alright, so you basically mix everything up. And on a Gary, I never had that, but whatever. Cereal and wrap. I'm gonna get lime, and do I want to remove a card, but probably not. I'm gonna pick up. What my concern is with egg is it can't be permanent, surely. Create 1 eggshell with -3 value into the deck. It's just into the deck. Okay. It can't be permanent. It can't be. Dish is always a useful one. And bread. I'm going to go multigrain bread. Could be a bit of a mistake, that one, but the fun's in finding out. Okay, so we've got the investigator guy here again. And, not ideal. So, we can't place beef on the counter because we've only got 1 value. I can, however, give them a tomato, and that'll draw. Which sadly is only given us bread. And we do have bread there, and this will work out because that'll draw the topmost bread, which is going to give us meat, which we then do that, which we can then not draw recipes because they're already here, which is the burger, but I can sear the meat, and I can sear it again. I can play a lime to gain searing back, to then cook it again, place a sesame bun, and then finally make it a burger. Right, that was a bit of a sequence, wasn't it? There's the lime and tomato burger, and there's our money, and then we've got a couple of extras here. So I can enrich cards, no cards to enrich. Tomato, what's the lemon? Prepped, move 1 ingredient or scrap from trash to window. Okay, that's okay. Focaccia. This gains -1 value when drawn. I'm gonna go lemon. Today's special, change in effect. This gains the value of 1 ingredient or scrap in the trash, but then consumes it. Don't like the idea of that. Completed meal, free recipe, hot dog, bread and processed. We've got a fairly, lean in multiple ways deck. We've got nothing processed, so I don't think I want that. But now we are going to have to feed the food critic. Okay. So they are, each ingredient in the deck gains -1. So we can't just give them 4 steaks. However, if there's a dish in here, we will be able to do well on that one. Okay, right. I think then we're going to go with beef. Draw the burger. Sear it. Place in sesame bun. Make a burger. Move the topmost bread in deck and then draw one. There's no more bread. Okay. I could gain... The problem I have here is that if I was to draw... I was going to use the lemon. Move one ingredient from scrap. I think this is scrap. From trash to... scrap from the trash to the window. That is trash, yeah. One ingredient. What would the ingredient be? Well, it could only be a sesame bun or beef. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to restock and restock. There's lime. I don't think I can... Oh yeah, I can get double sear. Don't think I can place sear. No. Okay, there's beef. And sear it. And, truth be told, just have some bread. Okay, that was a bit of a scrappy order, I must confess, but we got it. Choose a trinket. So, a hand broom restocks, also toss leftmost card in hand. Bifocals, during meals, when you create a card, create one more. And Argyle Vest, each meal your first prepped effect triggers twice. I think I'm going to pick that. Okay, so entering Biff's Cliffs and Rapids, we will start that. Looks like it is persistent, the money and the restocks. So this person wants value of 12, and I'm going to struggle here. Okay. I am going to struggle. We've got double sear, but I can't place beef. There's nothing in trash. I mean, I can get more bread. That'll actually work out. Oh no, look at that. We've only got one of that. Basically, we've not had a good run of it here. Okay, I'm going to have to put cheese in there. And I'm going to have to restock. That's a tomato. Well, it's a draw one, but we then now can. I think we can get this done. So, place beef. We'll then draw a recipe, which is going to be burger. We're going to sear this. We're going to sear it again. And I'm going to go for another technique. Sear. Sear that off. And then burger it. Oh no, because I haven't got the bread. That'll do. It's a tick. We'll accept that. We don't have to like it, but we'll accept it. Okay, so we've now got again options to pick up cards. We've got lettuce, create one clone. Haddock, which is when opened. There's draw and there's played. Opened. Create one bones with a 0 value in the deck. Okay. Tofu. This gains the tag of one other ingredient or scrap in the window. I'm going to go with that. Go with the tofu. And this person comes along and they are wanting 12 value. Okay, again, going to have a bit of a problem here. Oh no, we can place the sesame bun to then place beef. And then we can't draw any recipes because we've already got them placed. We're going to sear the beef. Going to sear it off again. Make a lovely burger. And a bit of cheddar cheese on the top there. Order up. Alright. There's our food. Dumpling wrapper. This gains the value of one ingredient and then consumes it. Corn. Draw one dish, ingredient, and scrap in the window with 3 or more. Then blue cheese. Toss one ingredient or scrap in the window. So, yeah, that's actually one value, so it's pretty good. And we've got a lot of lime. Yeah. And cereal and wrap, free meal. Skip that one. Again, I don't know if keeping a deck this lean is the way forward, but... Oh, this person dislikes bread and dislikes... we're in a spot of bother now. Right. Okay. Well, it's -1 if I play that. Okay. I'm going to say that, and hopefully we'll draw... Oh, we did draw the beef. Excellent. Beef. We'll draw burger. We'll see ya. We'll see ya. Bun. Then burger. Ding ding. Okay. There's our profits. And we have a banana. Prepped. Draw 1 for each blue card in hand. Black bean. Gain a vegetable. Or beef again. I think with the black bean actually. Peas in a pod. Swap. You can swap it around, so I can make multi-grain... basically meat bread and bready tofu. I don't think I need to swap them around, truth be told. What other combinations could you get? You could get a meat lime. These all sound like really questionable euphemisms. And then we got veggie steak. Yeah, I'm going to skip that. I think it seems that I skipped them for the most part. And oh, what's going on here? So this first person is really liking bread, which is good because we've got a lot of it. This other person is nauseous, occupational hazard. What is that? -3 scrap. Where's that come from? Anyway, we don't have any more bread in the deck. But they're really liking bread, so it's +2 for that. Okay. What I can do is go with bread. Then tofu. Prep that because it then becomes bread. And then just place bread to get that done. And they get the horribleness. Cards in... they really like dairy. Well, I can't really help you on that one, but I can give you 2 orders of beef. And I can then turn that into a burger? No, because I haven't got that, sadly. But I can draw 1, and it might be bread. No, it's blue cheese. Order up. We'll just go through it. Right, couple of pickups then. Cheddar, butter, crab. Crab's valued at 2. Costs 2. Sustenance of 5. Toss 2 cards in hand. Cheddar or butter. Draw 1 unconsumed recipe anywhere, then toss this. Okay. Or we can upgrade, which we can't. Do I want to get crab? I'm going to pick up the crab. Lunch swap. Give a card to gain chocolate. Chocolate is gained to dairy. I don't know how useful these limes have been. I do like the lime. I'm going to get rid of the lemon, and we're going to get chocolate. And also get sear again. Yeah, why not? I think we've got 3 or 4 C's now. Is it 3? Wow. This is getting complicated now. So this person here, they're wanting his value of 6. Next person dislikes bread. The other people, they're after meat and vegetables. Okay. We could probably do this. Blue cheese. Well, I'm going to go for draw card, which has got sear. So I can do black bean and then sear it. Order up. This next person dislikes bread, so beef and cheddar. And what I realise what I've inadvertently done is get rid of all of the stuff that's going to add up to this. That's a problem. Ah. Well, that was the misplay of the century. I thought when we played the blue cheese, it would pick one of these, but sadly not. Well, I'm going to have to restock. And I'm going to have to restock again. And my last restock, but I lucked out on that one. Okay. Feels like we're going a bit downhill now, though. Let's pick this one up. And Parmesan. Draw 1 bread per card in window. Alright. Can't enrich anything. Lobster. If you have less than 30 generic units of currency, consume this. Alright, okay. We've got 57. I'm going to go with maybe... I'm actually going to pick the lobster up. Replace some stats. So if I put that and that, was it just going to swap them around? Inherit the lobster. So give lobster. Have I ever drawn the crab yet? I don't think so. Lobster. Tofu. Oh, it inherits stats. Right. Right. I'm picking up what's putting down. The numbers. Well, in that case, blue cheese. No. Let's say tomato. And inherit blue cheese stats. So it's 1, valued at 1. It was originally 1, 2, now it's 1, 4. Yeah. So. And we still keep the blue cheese. So what can I get now? Works burger, bread, cheese, red meat, and veggie. Oh, okay. Strawberries, brie, tortillas, butter, chocolate, brown rice, chop. Trigger the prep effect of one ingredient in the window. That's useful. I'm going to go with chop and the burger. I'm done. Next one. I'm a bit concerned about our no redraws. First person is... Oh, they're really after bread. They can't get enough of it. But I can't do that. But I can give them that and draw 1, which hopefully will be bread, which it's not. Okay. I guess I'm just going to have to brute force this one. Because I can't draw again. Tofu. Well, this gains the tags of ingredient or scrap in the window. Yeah, I can't do that. Liquid and processed. Fruit and veggie. They're wanting bread. Can't play bread. Out of that. And gain more dairy with chocolate. Cheddar will give us money. And then lime. I can't see her. I think it's just going to have to be tofu and sear. This person really likes dairy, so I'm going to keep hold of that. Yeah, it's going to happen. Okay. I could do Works Burger, couldn't I? Do that and get Works Burger. So you need bread, cheese, red meat and veggie. Red meat. Bread, cheese. No, we haven't got any of that. Oh, we got veggie. Just need the 2. Right, I'm going to see her. We're at the 5. And I'll go with lime. Get sear again. Sear off that. 3 required. 1 tofu. Can't draw it. Okay, I'm going to have to do that. I still need 1 more. No way. I can't place that. And I've got no restocks. I think I've failed. Can't place the bread, can't place the tofu, can't make any recipes. The only way to get through this, I need 1 more. It's this one that's a problem. Yeah, I think that's it. We'll do that order. Then it comes to here and I basically can't play anything. Just scrapping anything will work. No. No restocks. And there's all the stuff in there. Don't think we've ever drawn the crab or the lobster. black bean we have. If we got one of the buns, we would have been able to do the the multigrain bread. Well, I'm afraid that is going to be order up, turn the customer's way, one bad review, and that is basically us done. That's been a bit of the demo of a la carte. As I said, I was drawn to it because of the theme, and I do like a lot of the combinations. Obviously, your mileage may vary. Let me know what you think in the comments. It obviously can throw you off track with that thing we saw there. In terms of unlocks, you do have a pantry here, and I think you do unlock things as you progress on. There's loads of recipes. So you've got burgers, fries, fish and chips. Oh, I love a chippy tea. Ice cream, milkshakes, hot dogs, hand rolls. What else? You got scraps here. There's eggshells and peels and grease. There's your different techniques. So butterfly chop dredge, grill leftovers, marinate, melt, mix, polymorph, sear, sanitize, and substitution. But yeah, there seems to be a fairly decent amount of recipes, ingredients, and techniques in this one. Either way, I hope you have enjoyed this little look at a la carte. Obviously, a la carte is what it's cribbing off there. But either way, let me know what you think in the comments, and as always, we'll go from there. I'll put a link in the description, as always, so you can check out yourself if you are so inclined. Either way, hope you have enjoyed this look at the game. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.